If I told you that Apex Legends leaked online nearly a year ago, would you believe me? Probably not, I'd imagine. Well, this is crazy. So, let's take a look. 11 months ago, precisely March 20th, 2018, at 19 minutes past 2 PM GMT, the user Hit Iconic made this post on the Titanfall subreddit. And as you can see, if you play Apex, this will be instantly recognizable. Not exactly the same, but it's the map. It's been rotated and a lot of the names are correct. You've got Cascades, Artillery, this is called Relay, Wetlands, Swampland, Repulsor, Bridges, Skulltown, complete with the bones and everything, and then the Thunderdome down here. This is the Apex Legends map, right? You've even got the big dinosaur looking things that are on the side of the map and water treatment down here. Now, the map in-game doesn't look like this. It's a much simpler version of this. So I think this must have come from an early version of the game where the 3D map looked like this in-game, or perhaps it's part of the editor or something like that and they've taken a top-down screenshot. The comments are so funny. Of course, this was buried straight away because no one believed it. And either the admins were told to shut it down or something like that, or it was just archived and people thought it was BS. And the comments are just hilarious. I really hope this doesn't happen. This is a comment that was deleted by the user. I'm guessing that this may have been something like, oh, it just looks like a bad Photoshop, and someone replied this. It literally looks like someone stitched all the maps from the first game together. And Hit Iconic, he replied here, found on the internet and agreed, but you never know, it's fun to think about. And I did a bit of research on this, and Hit Iconic has replied to another thread where he says, you know, I just found it on the internet, smiley face. That could be the truth. It may have been found like on 4chan or Reddit or a forum anywhere, I don't know. But if we all want to put our tinfoil hats on for a second, it could be that Hit Iconic is someone that works at Respawn, or it's a QA tester or something that leaked it, whatever. But some more comments here. They better not add Battle Royale in the next game. So Blitz obviously didn't like the sound of a Titanfall BR. Honestly, I think the Battle Royale games out there now suck, but I would play the F out of this one if it's real. So Game Jam's there. Like the idea of a Titanfall BR. Some of the scaling is all over the place. Maybe. I mean, it looks okay to me. You know, you take this out of context and it's easy to judge it, but there you go. Couldn't care less about a BR mode game, sorry. It's literally the two modes I like the least from COD, combined free-for-all and S&D. It's not real. Doubt it. Maybe for that weird Titanfall online thing they've got in Korea, Japan. I've never heard about that. I don't know what that is. I will play this. Gotta find all your kit first. Fake. And then they linked to the creatures, the dinosaur-looking creatures. Now, admittedly, in that picture, they do kind of look like they've just been photoshopped on there, don't they? But maybe it's just a weird angle or something. The dinosaurs, TF1 had these giant four-legged creatures in the background of the airbase map. Could be them if this is legit, which I doubt it's legit. I mean, this is crazy, right? Like 14 comments or something, and then it was archived, and it had 31% upvotes. It just goes to show that sometimes leaks on the internet are real. And no matter how unbelievable they might be, this happens from time to time. But I think this tells us some interesting things. I mean, 11 months ago, nearly a year, 20th of March, if you actually look at that map there, it's almost identical to what we've got now. So it shows that Respawn really, a year ago, they already had the layout of the map locked down and good to go, and they'd even named some of these places and they kept those names the same. And I think that's testament that their design philosophy continued and they stuck to it, and what we've got is an excellent battle royale game that really pushes the genre in new and interesting directions. They had a vision for this game and they delivered it. And also they did a hell of a job of keeping this quiet. I mean, I hadn't heard anything about this. I didn't really see any of the gaming press or media back in March last year report on this. Maybe they did. Maybe there's a couple of posts out there somewhere, but it wasn't mainstream news or anything, and it wasn't really picked up by any of the big publications as far as I could tell anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought that was incredibly interesting, and seeing people's initial reactions to it. And they believed that that was a Photoshop. Most people thought that was fake. If it was fake, then that is a hell of a good Photoshop in my opinion. Someone, if they wanted to fake that, would have to spend a lot of time doing something like that. And it does look very Titanfall, doesn't it? You have to admit, the font, you can't really see much of the detail, but the color palette, the big creatures, the industrial look of the certain areas like water treatment and the slums, it does look quite Titanfall. So if you were going to fake that, then that's a great job. Turned out to be real. Where did it come from? I don't know. That Hit Iconic says that they found it on the internet. Could be a cover story, whatever. It could be some kind of purposeful leak. I don't know. I doubt it. I think Respawn obviously wanted to keep this secret, and I'd guess that this has come from like a QA tester or something like that, but I don't think we'll ever know the truth. But there it is. It's funny because in March last year, Fortnite was really starting to take off. I think they were in season 3 back then, and I looked up a post. They made $223 million in March alone from Fortnite cosmetics, and they had just announced the mobile version of the game, and PUBG was still quite popular back then too. So I'm sure that Respawn were looking at all that and thinking, you know what, if we really deliver on this game, this is our chance to make something compelling and take some of that battle royale pie. And you know what, they did. Now that isn't the only leak that we're going to be discussing today, because there's been some screenshots released of one of the new legends that are coming to Apex, and the reason I'm reporting on this is because I think it's real, and I'll tell you the reasons why in just a second. So someone called Child's Play posted 2 images online. The first one is of the legends screen in the game where you can see all the legends and what they do, and as you can see here, we've got Octane, and information about Octane has been referenced before, and we've talked about this before, about it potentially being a stim hero coming to the game. And as you can see here, this dude Octane is a high-speed daredevil, and you can get a okay look at the character model there in the background. Again, no idea how this person has got this, whether it's a glitch or a hack of the game, or again, could be someone testing the game and they've decided to break their NDA and leak it. But 3 abilities here. Swift Mend is the passive ability of this legend. While not taking damage, Octane restores health over time. Now that seems pretty powerful, doesn't it? But we don't know what the cooldown on this is. How often does it reset? But that's their passive. Their tactical ability, that's the one that you activate, is Adrenaline Junkie. And this is the stim that's been referenced before. And this will allow you to move 30% faster for 6 seconds, but it costs 10% health, and you're immune to slows when this is active. Now that is a really interesting ability because it's a bit of a trade-off. Do you want to give up that 10% health to move faster and escape, or use that to flank or something? But also that second thing there, immune to slows while active. That is a hell of an ability to have, because if you think about how powerful things are in this game that slow you, like arc stars, like Bangalore's ultimate, I think caustic gas even slows you down a bit. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that could be a really good way to get out of that, or preemptively stop that from happening so you can be more agile in a fight. And then finally, the ultimate. Now this sounds really fun. A launch pad, a deployable jump pad that catapults users through the air. Now there's already a ton of mobility in Apex. Different heroes can jump around, swing, do different things. Everyone can clamber up walls and slide and do big jumps with no fall damage, but adding something else into the mix, I just love the sound of that. The question is, how far or how high is that going to launch you into the air, and are you going to be able to tie it with momentum to do some crazy mid-air flick shots, headshots, grenade throws, whatever? Is it only for your team? Can everyone in the game use it? We will see. So again, when these 2 images appeared online, people were quick to say, oh, it's fake. But check this out. If you go back and watch the gameplay deep dive launch trailer that came from the official Apex Legends YouTube channel and live stream, when they talk about new legends coming to the game, if you look at the back here in the training area, you will see 2 silhouettes. Now, the one on the left very closely matches up with the look and silhouette of this Octane character from that screenshot. You can see them kind of limbering up there. And I think that's the same. It looks the same to me. So I think that's confirmation that at least this is real. And that one on the right there too, that could be the Watson character that's been talked about before with the Tesla traps. It looks like they've got some kind of Tesla backpack on or something. So the new legends were teased and shown on the day the game was revealed. I suppose no one really took that much interest in what was going on here. I also noticed that in the animated cinematic trailer for the game, Pathfinder's just carrying around the Havoc rifle. So the first new gun they added to the game, again, was shown when it was revealed in that trailer. It's pretty cool. I do wonder what else they've hidden in these initial videos. Perhaps we should go through them with a fine-tooth comb and see if we can find anything that's new or out of place. But that's it. That's all for today, guys. That screenshot, it looks real to me. And if that is real, it seems like those characters are going to be coming very soon. We know the Battle Pass is coming out in March. Will it be next week? I hope so. That would be pretty neat. Either way, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Did you guys hear about the Apex Legends leak 11 months ago? Because I certainly didn't. It'd be interesting to know if anyone had that on their radar and just thought it was real or fake, whatever. And that's all, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.